Hello guys. Um, Today I want to talk about the existence of soul. So I'm not going to claim any such thing that soul exists or soul does not exist. I'm just interested in the arguments. In the sake For the sake of argument, we should understand what we are arguing about. Actually, I have seen various videos. I have watched various videos and I have read some text, and all of them, some people talk like, uh, I believe in soul, I do not believe in soul, science does not prove soul, and because it is non-scientific, that's why soul don't do not exist. But I agree that science does not prove soul, but at the same time science does not prove that soul does not exist. Science never said that their soul never exists. Science is suspicious about it and science is trying to understand it. But science is not denying it. Science is not saying that there is no chance of existence, that we have already found it. We have proof that soul does not exist. No, science doesn't say that. That is the first thing. The second thing is that when we talk about the existence of soul, for now it is really unfair for the science or scientific instrument or scientific tools to ask about the existence of soul. Soul is something which is subjective, because consciousness, which is one of the property of the soul as it is defined in the society or by the spiritual people, that soul is something subjective, because consciousness is one of the consciousness is the property of the soul, so it is pure of subjective thing. Until now science is pure objective, so we must understand that how we can prove something which is subjective based on the objective tools. We must need the right tools. I mean, science may not have at the moment the right tools, may not. Now, from the point of view of existence of soul, so to prove if something, it's not just about soul, for anything which is objective as well. Let's say electron. To prove if electron is exist or not, we don't we don't measure electron directly. We don't say that we have take the photo of the electron. We don't say that. What we do, we measure the characteristics of the electrons, like charge by mass ratio. We measure that how much charge it has, how much mass it has, how it behaves in particular circumstances. What happens if we provide some from some voltage difference, how it will flow, what will be its dynamic in certain circumstances. So the important point here is the characteristics, and the characteristics of soul should be probed by the subjective approach, not by the objective approach. That is very fundamental important thing. We should not use a tool which is not appropriate, and at the moment objective approach is not the appropriate tool for those purposes, to prove the existence of soul or whatever you want to call it. So let's come back to the properties or characteristics of the soul. So characteristics of the soul, out of many, is one of them is consciousness. Of course, that consciousness is one of the characteristics of soul. Another is power to exist forever, power to know, power to experience, and omnipresent, omnipotent, and there are many. I just mentioned few. So now the question is, how we can how we can prove if soul exists or not. So one should understand by, if I ask this question to someone else, do you have soul? Before asking that question, I should ask to myself, how did I get this wisdom to ask the question? So if I get this wisdom, here we have to be very careful. I'm not talking about information that is usually seen in artificial intelligence, which is information. So it is better to do some arguments, some logical arguments, not out of way that robots also know, robots also can ask questions. So how will you say robots do not have soul? But as we know that robots do not have wisdom. That is the so here when I say the power to know does not mean the information only. It is the meaning that power to know and the wisdom and the experience that we have. So how did I get this experience to ask questions? That itself proves that you have one characteristic of soul. You are conscious, so this is one of the characteristic of soul. So saying that, okay, because science does not prove soul does not exist, science does not prove the existence of soul, it does not mean that that doesn't exist. So the point here to make is, well, let me make it very clear. Well, soul is just a name. I'm talking about something which is beyond this materialistic body. So it is not just about some religious, or it's not, there is something scientifically as well that we don't know. Like this consciousness, the concept of consciousness. Consciousness is not something that we know. Consciousness is a word that is used to define something that we don't know. The same way that the dark energy or the dark matter, those are the words defined to things that we don't have idea what the hell they are. It's the same with consciousness. We don't know what consciousness is. We know certain characteristics, we know certain properties, but we don't know it in its entirety. So the argument or asking a question to science which is beyond the scope of science is not fair at the moment. Maybe in the future it develops some kind of tools that may have subjective approach, and then it can prove or disprove the existence of soul. But that is for future. But when we are arguing for the sake of argument, it is just for the sake of argument that soul exists or does not exist. It is highly subjective. It's not that, okay, I cannot tell you, oh, there is a soul, please look at it, there is a soul. No, it's not like that. So you cannot do that. You can just measure the characteristics within you. So you have to reach certain level to measure that. To measure the charge by mass ratio, you have to reach certain level of vacuum for those experiments. To prove the existence of soul, you have to do experiment with the spirituality, with yourself, with your experience. Instead of asking to others, it is the question of experiencing, of realization. For today, have a goodbye.